What's going on, YouTube family? Today I have something very, very hard to say. You should not buy a Corvette C8. Now, I've always preached that Corvettes are one of the best cars for the money. The performance, the handling, as well as the actual reliability of the vehicle. You could drive those things 100,000 miles, no issues, no problems. And as far as value-wise, they've always kind of maintained a certain type of value, and some have gone up through the years. But unfortunately, what happened during the pandemic and the C8 Corvette craze absolutely blew the market up. And what we're seeing now is anywhere from a 20 to 35% drop on vehicle values, which is absolutely crushing Corvette owners. And those are just the lucky people that bought them at MSRP. Now, today's a sad day because I can't believe I'm telling people not to go out and buy a Corvette. A Corvette is probably one of the most popular sports cars ever made. And I remember begging Chevy to be at the 2020 Corvette release party, saying I'll do whatever, film it, do a review, and unfortunately they didn't get back to me. But I remember when that thing launched off, the whole world lost their minds. Everybody and their grandma, even myself, wanted to buy a C8 Corvette. But one of the things I didn't do was buy into the hype. I knew that it was redesigned, it was a mid-engine sports car, it was able to take on some of these exotic cars for a fraction of the price. But there was one thing in the back of my head as a business owner that kept telling me, don't buy it, because the one thing that makes a lot of these cars hold their value is how rare they are. So some of its competition, like the Porsche 911, Audi R8, these things are made in very limited quantities, and that's what makes them so popular and basically holds their value. But I already knew that Chevy was going to start pumping these things out, especially when the demand reached an all-time peak. So in 2020, when they sold out in just a matter of minutes, I already knew the writing was on the wall, that whoever bought these first batch of cars were actually going to get screwed. Now, if you guys remember, during the pandemic, these cars, base C8 Corvettes, were going anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 over MSRP. I remember one of my buddies buying one from, I think it was Finley Chevrolet here in Vegas. He couldn't pick the model. Whatever came in, he had to pay 20 grand over MSRP, and that's the one he got. And he ended up getting just a basic red. I think it was the base trim model. Nothing fancy, but he was so ecstatic to get it. Now, he was lucky, and he actually put a big down payment down. He was making his payments. But even as of today, he's still upside down in his car because of the massive depreciation of what's been occurred. Now, everybody and their grandma, I think, went out and purchased these things, one, because they're affordable sports car, but then mostly a lot of these guys were doing them for affordable rentals. They're like, hey, this thing's bulletproof, everybody's gonna want them. And I remember when the C8s came out, people were renting these things here in Vegas for $600-700 a day, and they were getting it all day long. But just like anything else, once the market got saturated with them, you can rent one of those things today for $70 to $80 a day. So now what do you do with your $90,000, $100,000, C8 Corvette that you purchased? Well, you're just gonna have to drive it around or trade it in and sell it. But as of today, I've seen C8 Corvettes go at auction for low $40,000 mark, which is absolutely insane from 2 years ago. Now, when everybody starts crying and screaming that the market's still crazy and everything else, just go look at C8 Corvettes. I believe there's over 5,000 brand new ones unsold sitting on dealership floors all across the United States. And there are lots of people that are putting their cars up for sale. Every week I get calls of people telling me, hey, look, I'm getting out of Turo. I want to sell my fleet. What would you offer me? And unfortunately, the numbers I give people on C8 Corvettes are horrifically low because I told them it's like catching a falling knife. Every single month, I'm seeing a certain percentage of value drop on those things. So every time I think I buy one correctly, and I have bought a few in the past, but as soon as I take them to the auction, the book moves so quickly, I either lose money or break even. So as of to me, it's not really worth it. So I pretty much stopped buying them. And a lot of my wholesale friends have really been holding off because, they were such a popular item that everybody wanted them. But now, if you get on Car Gurus, there are thousands of these things for sale that are used. And like I said, over 5,000 brand new ones just sitting on the dealership floor. Now, some of the crazy markdowns that I've seen are anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000. And on top of that, if you use your Costco Gold card, you can get an additional $3,500 off certain models that it applies to. So you're starting to see all these crazy incentives actually hit the Corvette market, which I thought I would never see. Now, something else that's kind of crazy is if you have a manual C7 Corvette, that's the only Corvette I'm seeing actually going up in value compared to the last few years. So if you have one of these things, hold on to it. Don't get rid of it. I think the more manual and the more analog it is, there's going to be a lot more collectors after those than the traditional C8 Corvettes. Now, recently at Barrett-Jackson, the first C8 Corvette ever made was sold, and it sold for, I believe, over $325,000. $45,000, which is absolutely crazy. But you got to remember, the Corvette market is a very, very niche market. Now, not to make fun of all the Corvette owners, but everybody believes that their Corvette is rare or unique, or mine is the only one of one that's red with a blue e-brake that was built on Tuesday by the guy that was left-handed. So everyone's always trying to figure out some way to basically say that their Corvette is special. And I hate to say this to a lot of Corvette owners, your Corvette is not special. It is a great car. Don't get me wrong, I love Corvettes, but your car is not unique. It is not going to go up in value unless you have something really rare and unique. Even some of the Z06s. I remember the Z06s, people wanted over $200,000 for them. Now you could buy them all online for less than $100K. So those things drop like a rock. And remember, these price deductions we're talking about and these falling of value is going off of the MSRP pricing. If any of you guys ended up paying $20, $30, $40, $50,000 over more, you are absolutely screwed. Remember that dealership in Texas that everybody was hating? I can't remember the name of it, McCann or McKay. They had the peacock logo, and they were charging $50,000 non-refundable deposits on the Z06s. It got so bad that me and a bunch of other YouTubers roasted them, and then they ended up getting on nationwide TV and basically getting roasted by everybody else saying that what they're doing is illegal. GM basically told them they need to stop it, killed a lot of their allocations, and actually had to refund a lot of down payments. But either way, there were so many people that already bought their cars at this time. So every week we're seeing more and more of these things hitting the market. Now, in my bones, I'm seeing these cheap, affordable C8 Corvettes, amazing pieces of machinery for very cheap, and I'm like, I can't do it. When I see a C8 Corvette for $45,000, that is awesome. That is less than a price of some of these crappy economy cars now that are coming out. I would want to buy one, but consciously I'm thinking to myself, is it the right time to buy? Prices are down, which is great, but like I said, is it like catching a falling knife? If you buy this car today, is it going to drop another 2 to 3% next month and just keep falling from there? Now, I think the market's going to get a lot worse, but I don't think Corvettes are going to drop that much. I think we're going to see maybe another 5 to 8% max, because I believe that the used Corvette market is kind of already bottomed out, because these things are such fun cars and they're affordable. Now, as we start to face this economic downturn, people that have disposable income, that have secondary cars, like a Chevy Corvette, start to unload these things. And people that buy these things are traditionally people that are either have money or a little bit more stingent or a more discerning consumer. So they're not going to go out there and just buy something just because they want to buy it. They want to buy it if they're getting a great price. So I think you're going to see Corvette sales kind of creep down to a low. Now, for some reason, people are still smoking crack. If you go on Facebook Marketplace, there are people selling 2022 Chevy Corvettes for $79,000 just because they have 600 miles. I'm here to tell you right now, just because the miles are low on your car does not make it worth any more money. I hate this stuff. This is really bad with Corvette owners. Once you get over a $5,000 ad for low miles, nothing counts over that. It's just BS. Nobody's going to pay you more because you didn't drive your car that much. It's actually worse because now all the seals and gaskets in your car are probably ruined, and the next guy that's going to buy it, as soon as he fires up and starts driving it around, things are going to start leaking. So there are a few factors that are affecting the Corvette market. One, I believe, is the stigma of the old guy or the boomer car. Everyone feels that if you buy this car, you're going to be a boomer. Another one I saw was kind of funny was this was the second coming of the Dodge Charger group. Everybody that basically couldn't get into a Dodge Charger Hellcat was buying a C8, which I thought was funny, but I don't know. But I know another thing that's affecting it is the price of insurance. Now, these things are stolen all the time. Don't know why. I don't think they're stolen. I think it's people trying to get out of their, underwater auto loan, so they're just probably giving stuff up. But we're seeing these things all the time everywhere, either on the pages on Facebook with no titles, don't ask me no questions type of thing, or people just basically putting them up for sale as parts. Literally, you could go to any state and probably find one of these things on Facebook for sale. Now that being said, with Corvette prices getting lower, insurance getting higher, why are more people going to buy these things? I think more people are going to sell them. So my advice today is I would not buy a C8 Corvette just yet. I would probably wait till around Christmas time before you make your decision. Now, not to take anything away from the Corvette, like I said, I still think it's probably the best bang for your buck when it comes to a sports car. And when you can keep up with a lot of exotics for a quarter of the price, it is a smoking deal. So I don't think it's going to go any lower than the low 40s for quite some time. But as we watch the market kind of turn, please be patient, take your time, and then also, if your opinion is different from mine, that's okay. We could still be friends. But put your comments in the section below and let me know, why do you think Corvettes maybe are going up in value? If you think the opposite of me, if you think now's a good time to buy, please share why. Also, did you recently buy a Corvette? How is the actual resale value of your car? Have you checked it? You know, unfortunately, there are a lot of banks that will still finance 130 to 160% LTV. So there's people still overpaying for Corvettes and not even knowing it. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next video.